Yo, this is Maxwell. My new song is called Off, and you're watching my Steve Harvey Ask Anything chat. Thanks to Steve Harvey and the Morning Show crew for having me on the show. So I'm here to answer your questions, and the first question is from Veronica from Chesterfield, VA. Your songs are real life or are a second or third part of another song? Is Off a second or third part of another song from Black or Summers, for example, 1990X? Yeah, you're right. You got me. Off is a continuation, but it's also a continuation of something that you're going to see that comes out next. But I can't tell you what that is yet. But I hope you enjoy the video, and I thank you for your question. Yo, Sarah from Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to Brooklyn. If you were on The Masked Singer, what would you sing and what costume would you wear? I don't know. I would probably come out with a big microphone costume or something. I don't know. And then hopefully you guys would, figure it out, I guess. So that's what's going on with that. Cynthia from Chicago, Illinois. Yo, Maxwell, what do you expect to accomplish with your new song in terms of the way people view love and romance? I can never say that I know exactly what I'm trying to accomplish. I just know what I'm trying to put out there in the world. And that is, of course, romance, love, all those wonderful things. But what people do with it and, how people, feel about it is really under their own control. I just hope that they enjoy it. I just hope that they see the reason behind it and that it fulfills them. And if it doesn't, then hopefully there's something else that they can enjoy, But, in the end, I'm just glad to be down. Lisa from Reynoldsburg, Ohio. Do you have a full album finished or just a single off? If it is, when can we look forward to the release? No pressure because your music is worth the wait. You can't risk quality music. Oh, I appreciate it. Listen, your patience means the world to me. I know I take forever. Yes, we do have a full album coming, and I'm very excited about that. Finally, to be able to be concluding something that should have been done way long ago. And we can get into all that later, and we will. But thank you for the question, and much love to you. Morgan from Nashville, Tennessee. If you were on a dating site, which I would never be on, just to let you know, I'm going to just let y'all know, if you see my face on a dating site, it is not me, okay? Just to be clear, I am not on any dating sites, all right? I just love you, but there are some catfish people out there that play games, and I just, out of my love to you all out there, I just want to send you the truth. I am not on any dating site. I am not directly communicating with anyone direct on any digital platform unless you have my number, unless you know me. That's how I speak to you. So if someone hits you up with some, hey, what up, whatever, that's not me. But I'm going to go to your question, Morgan. Here we go. What quality do you have that you would lead off with your profile? If I was on one, and I will never be on one because of it's crazy and people can pretend to be you and create lots of harm to people who then believe this. But if I was on, I would hopefully lead with the profile of, I don't know, what the hell would I say? Like me? I don't know. So that's probably would be my profile. Maria from Ridgeland, Mississippi. Are you going to have a meet and greet on this tour? I would love to have a meet and greet on the tour. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to make that happen. Clearly, we all know what COVID has been doing and how it's changed the entire, landscape of our culture. So hopefully, if God is willing and people are organized enough to be able to do it, I'll be down. I'm always down to see you and meet and greet and thank you for everything that you've ever given and done for my life, because truly without you, I wouldn't be here. So these are the facts. Much love, Maria. Olivia from Doylestown, Pennsylvania. If you had to have a theme song play whenever you entered a room, what would it be? Oh, wow. I think Marvin Gaye's Trouble Man. Feels like my feeling. But if it's not, there is a song on the album coming up that that definitely exemplifies everything. Can't give you the title yet. Not sure of the title as we speak. It could be anything at this point, but I guess if I was gonna have anything, it would be Trouble Man. Not because I'm troubled, but just because I feel like there are a lot of troubles that we have to figure out in the world. Love you. Thank you, Olivia. Anna from Little Rock, Arkansas. How much of your creative genius is included on the visual for Off? Meaning, did you come up with the concept? Also, how does it feel to release new music on your own terms now with the new label? Different or business as usual? Congrats to you on everything, by the way. Thank you so much. It's a different feeling. Once I got to just be really clear, you know, in 1994, I got signed to Columbia Records. It was the greatest thing that happened in my life. I'm grateful to Mitchell Cohen. I'm grateful to all the people who brought me there. Cynthia Johnson, Cheryl Robinson, Demet Guidry. Oh my God, there's so many names that elude me right now, but there's so many people who at the time were there, and this is how things were. And you know, fast forward to today, I have this new partnership with BMG. It's MUSZE, and it's called Muse BMG. And I'm grateful that I'm getting to sort of like be free in this way to sort of like put things out and to create opportunities for others. It's different, but it's great. You know, the music is still the music. It comes from my heart and soul and my experiences. The business is just how we, expedite everything over to you. So that's challenging, but we're doing our best to get it over to you, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for your question. Lots of love. Beth from Fairfax, Virginia. If the answer on Jeopardy was Maxwell, what was the question? Woo, nice one. Nice one. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Wow. I don't know. Wow. If the answer on Jeopardy was Maxwell, what was the question? I'd have to leave that up to y'all. You know, that's a loaded question. But I love you, Beth. Thank you so much for sending your question. Whitney from Tampa, Florida. What song of yours do you think helped create the most pregnancies? Oh, wow. I don't know. I think the catalog, I think a lot of the music that we've put out throughout all the albums may have some, they may be guilty of some kind of thing that has led to the lives that are living right now. But whatever the case may be, for all my people who were born in the 70s and the 80s, and to all the people who are clearly born in the late 90s, if you were born because of the music that we do or that I do with my team and my friends and fam, I'm grateful that you're alive and that you came through. And, to all the new artists out there who are now continuing the tradition, shout out to you. It's an honor to be part of your community. Marina from Rochester, New York. New York, what's good? What advice would you give your daughter about boys if you had one? I would say, first of all, I would be very honest with her about the world and what the world's about. I think a lot of the things that I feel that can be kind of problematic for young children is that they don't get the truth from their parents. They get the truth from their friends who barely know the truth. So I think I would really let her know what to watch out for. And then immediately I would, probably register for a gun. Val from Kansas City, Missouri. Can you tell us a little bit about your early years starting out? Did you travel far away home to sing? No, I didn't travel really far. I mean, I was kind of in the boroughs here and there. I slowly creeped out into various parts of the world, but it all began in my bedroom with a Fostex and a Roland D5 keyboard, and thanks to my friends who were in college who had discounts for computers and stuff, I got to get a computer, and so it all started home, and then it grew out into a community of other people who had equipment, and that led to meeting Hot David, and then eventually Stuart Matthewman, and so many of the people that you see on the albums over the years. So it always starts small, and because of you, it got bigger. So thank you, Val. Rena from Jacksonville, Florida. Would you consider releasing Maxwell fragrance for women? Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I look at all that stuff and I think it's great. There's ways to kind of like create revenue streams as artists and musicians and stuff. And I give props to all the people who have managed to create empires out of the music that they started to initially do. But right now, that's not like on my mind right now. I want to make Muse BMG be the most successful, the most inclusive recording company, where not only I, as an artist on the label, can create what I feel great about, but anybody else, from musicians, jazz musicians, to every type of music. I just want everyone involved in that to feel free and to feel like it's their company just as much as it's part of my world. So that's really the goal for me right now as a businessman and as a musician. Christy from Lakewood, California. Hey Max, what female artist would you want to collaborate with and why? There's so many that I have been looking at and thinking, oh my God, they're amazing. I mean, of course, there's Sade, which I know will never happen, but we can dream. And then, of course, there's HER, and then there's Ari Lennox, and then there's um, Summer Walker. There's so many amazing voices out there that I love. I mean, Jill Scott. I mean, Erica Badu. I mean, there's you. I mean, if you sing, I don't know. Anything can happen, and I'm grateful for any opportunity that may come. Cosetta from Troy, Illinois. Max, your favorite meal and your favorite drink? I love Bronzino, and I love a nice glass of red wine, Pinot Noir specifically, because it's the lightest. If you're talking about that kind of stuff, but that's kind of what I like. Bridget from Kilgore, Texas. Hi, Max. First, let me just say I love you. You make such timeless music, and I love the fact that your lyrics are love focused more so than just lust. Do you have a specific process when you're in the zone or writing? Are you inspired by certain scenes, places, or does it just come wherever you are? Yeah, it just happens as it happens. First of all, I'm grateful that that you see that that's where I'm coming from. It's all about foreplay. It's all about the anticipation. Once done, then done. But prior to that, you have a challenge. And so I'm so happy to be part of the process of people's, end game, after the show or after a night out. Who knows what you do when you do what you do, but I'm just grateful that I can put that out there for you and be part of your experience. So thank you for the love. Ramonia from Carlton, Georgia. Maxwell, will you be doing anything with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra in the near future? Well, 2 years ago, we had the great blessing of being able to do that, and that was one of the greatest moments of my life. Being able to share not only the music that I've done, but to work with Derek Hodge, who wrote out every single thing you heard. If you were at the show and if you were at Kennedy Center, which we did, we did about 5 shows, I think. Yeah, 5 shows. 5 shows at the Kennedy Center in DC, with the symphony there. But yeah, I would love to do more of that. I think it's a great experience. There's so much that goes into being in the world of music, and when you see strings and when you see cellos and you see all those different types of instruments, you really get a sense of the full majesty of what we are part of as a community. And I hope we can do that one day again. Adrian from Chicago, Illinois. Maxwell, you have put a smile on my face with your new single Off. Lushful, melodically, deep lyrics, beautiful voice, and very smooth. The new single Off is a masterpiece. Thank you so much, Adrian, because I'm telling you, it's hard sometimes to write against things that people have bigger and stronger memories of. What people fail to realize sometimes is that it's not really the song, it's the memories you carry with the song. It's the baby you had, it's the breakup you had, it's the college days, it's, so when you do something new, people are so connected with what you did before that sometimes it's hard for them to open up and listen to what you're trying to do next. But I'm grateful that you appreciate, and I hope and pray that I can make you happy with the album that's coming out soon. Thank you. Tawana from Tampa, Florida. Maxwell, do you ever feel pressure from the industry or even from your fans to speed up your creative process? And if so, how do you tune it out and create music at your own pace? Yeah, I mean, I always feel pressure, but that pressure is love. In the end, people wouldn't be asking for it if they didn't want new stuff from you. There's a lot of people who would kill to be for that pressure. So for me, I don't really perceive it as pressure, but I will say that I do have my own pressure in terms of just like trying to create the excellence of meeting up with the past of whatever it was that I did before, as well as you know, just I just want to make you happy. I just literally want you to be happy. I want to be happy, and I want you to be happier with what has been delivered to you. So that's usually the greatest pressure that I experience. Kelly from Port Huron, Michigan. You have achieved many accolades over the span of your career. So, what would the veteran Maxwell say to the novice Maxwell in terms of advice? I would say, yo, bro, get ready. Fasten your seatbelts and just get ready. I think I'd probably say that based on what I've just experienced with, the Soul Train Awards and something I never thought would happen on the Apollo Theater on BET, being able to share a legacy with not only people who have received the award or who are perceived in that way, but the people who are performing, who I know I will watch receive those awards just as much as anybody. I mean, we got a good group of people out here. Just all I can say to y'all is just support, stop. It's hard. Like, let these new artists have a moment. Try not to criticize them as much. Give them a minute. They're human. They're not computers. They're people. They're flesh and their blood. And I just hope to all of them out there that they know that that there's anything can happen to everyone out there. And thank you for your question, Kelly. Lots of love. Tina from Santa Monica, California. What are you doing for this Christmas year? What was your best present you ever got for Christmas? I think the best present I ever got for Christmas was a harmonica. My grandmother gave it to me. I think she just had a feeling. She just knew he's gonna do something with this, and let me just see where it goes. So I mean, shout out to Grams in the sky. Much love to you, and Merry Christmas to you. And I hope you get the best gift in the world. Thank you for your gift. Dorian from Chicago, Illinois. What makes this new album different from the previous two installments of Black Summer's Nights trilogy? Is it different sonically or lyrically? It's a different sonic situation for sure. It's much more romantic in terms of just like, I'm not looking to I mean, there are some party records, but this is definitely focused on love. I think we've had a couple years of a lot of division and polarization, and I feel like my duty is to bring love to you. So thanks for the question, by the way, Dorian. Jennifer from Huntersville, North Carolina. Max, first, let me say congrats on everything and thank you for the new music. All sounds like a relationship that you're hoping for, but just waiting for that person to make their move. Your thoughts? Yes, you right. You right. Yeah, but it also more than anything, it's about respectfully allowing a decision to be made about moving forward in a time where I think most people are very like scared about how to like even approach or even start a process or start something. When I look at a lot of the ways that people socially interact with each other now, especially the present generation, I feel like everything is through the phone, everything is through a meme, but it's never face to face. So hopefully off is a way to sort of like give people a way of learning how to connect with each other directly, put the phone down, you know what I mean, and go off with each other or with themselves, however they want to do it. That sounded crazy, I know, but that's what I'm here for. Daniel from Long Island, New York. What up, Long Island? Congrats on the Soul Train Legend Award. Wow, that's it? Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations on being from Long Island, New York. We love it. Allison from State College, PA. When was the first time you were recognized in public? I was on 6th Avenue. I was walking down the street. It was the summer of 1996. Yeah, 1996. You probably weren't even here yet. I'm not sure. But whatever the case may be, I was walking down the street. I saw somebody with a t-shirt that had the 508 and the album titles. And I thought to myself, oh, man, wow, this is happening. You know, but everyone's really cool, you know. It was different because it wasn't like people were trying to like, you know, catch you out with the phones and see you fall and see you eat salad or whatever was going on, like with the way people were, you know, catching people out. But it was great. It was a rush that I never thought I would have because, you know, most people weren't really focused on me in that way. But music has a way of amplifying, so that was my first time. So tell me what your first time is when you get recognized in public. Jennifer from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What is your voicemail message? I don't have one. It just literally is the phone has no more messages. Please text such and such. Because it's just so many ways that we can communicate with each other. So it can be very overwhelming. And when you're trying to get into a centered space so that you can make music and meet your deadlines so people don't get upset at you, your best chance is to have a full voicemail, not a unfilled voicemail. So that's the truth. Sorry. Kelly from Atlanta, Georgia. How far can you throw a ball? Geez, what can I say? In terms of what kind? Like a baseball, football, tennis ball, like which kind? How do you protect your hearing in the studio and on stage? What do? I don't know. I like to play things super loud and everyone hates me for it, especially my neighbors. Very sorry to all my neighbors out there. Have ever been my neighbors? Please don't comment. Just know that I'm sorry for any of the noise. But nah, just, you know, headphones, whatever. You know, I take care with it all. You know, I need my ears because without your ears, you can't hear what you're singing, and so therefore, you know. But yeah, we just we try to do our best. I could probably do better, but I'm doing my best. But I could do better, I'm sure. Jenny from Winnipeg, Manitoba. What is your most used app on your phone outside of text messages? I would probably say anything that plays music. Literally anything. You know, Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify. I love listening to songs. I love listening to new music. I love what everyone's doing now. I love the emotionalness, the emotion, I love the vulnerability. I love how everybody's just, you know, trying to show their feelings without really looking crazy. I know that's hard. I know it's hard to be vulnerable, but people are doing it, and people are realizing that it's time to be able to learn to trust each other. And it's hard because these phones and hacking and the weirdness of it all, and, you know, the screenshotting and phishing and all the stuff that, you know, surrounds us constantly makes us feel like we can't trust each other. So therefore we can't be vulnerable. So music. Yo, this is Maxwell, and I just want to thank you all again for watching my exclusive Steve Harvey morning show, Ask Anything. My new song is called Off. The The new videos out everywhere. Thanks to Steve and iHeart for having me on today. I love you. Happy holidays.